Hey there, Knicks fans. We're back with our partners over at FANATICS Sportsbook, and they're making it easy to score big with exclusive Thanksgiving and Black Friday rewards. This Thanksgiving, you'll get 2 same-game parlay 50% profit boost tokens and a 25% anytime touchdown scorer profit boost to use on any of the 3 pro football games this Thursday. Keep the winning streak going on Black Friday with 3 25% same-game parlay profit boost tokens to use across the NBA slate and a 50% college football profit boost. Plus, join Fanatics and enter the Black Friday FANCASH drop for free. It's your weekly chance to win up to $10,000 in FANCASH. Other sportsbooks, they don't hit right. Fanatics Sportsbook, winning just hits different here. Hey there, Knicks fans. How you doing? It's your boy Jonathan Macri with you for a very special, one might say, the most special episode ever of the Knicks Twitter show. And that is for several reasons, which we're going to get into shortly. Right after I introduce my illustrious co-host, who is bringing nothing but good vibes, positivity, positive energy. It's just all the good stuff. Here on this Thanksgiving themed episode of the Knicks Twitter show. Rebecca Chasen, how are you?
I'm good. That was very kind. I liked that intro.
I mean, I worked on it for a very long time. And
I'm
so
good. Happy to be here. Yeah, I bet.
That's great. I mean, look, it's Thanksgiving week. Thanksgiving is a joyous time. It's certainly a happy time for me right now. Just in a new house and going to be hosting Thanksgiving for the first time. Like truly, as I've said, I have a turkey sitting in my sink right now at the moment, drying out. I think I've done it correctly. I just left it in the sink. Hopefully, it's fine when I go back up.
I wouldn't know.
You never cooked turkey?
Nope, I have not.
You want to cook a turkey?
I have not. I don't think so, but I'll leave it to others for now. One day, maybe I'll cook a turkey.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna screw that up, but that's fine. There's gonna be a lot of sides, and those are easier to cook. So it's what are you gonna do? So I thought of this idea because I'm thinking it's early in the season. We've had a lot of the conversations about this team a lot already. Many conversations about Karl-Anthony Towns in particular. And I thought, let's take a break from all of that and just try to, get in the spirit of the holidays. And so I put out a call for questions yesterday on the good old Twitter or good old X app, whatever you want to call it now, in which I asked 3 very simple questions, which I know you retweeted, so you know the questions as well. In no particular order, I asked people to say what they were thankful for this holiday season, something like currently having to do with the team, something from Knicks past that they were thankful for, and then last but not least, something that they would be thankful for other than just like I would be thankful to see the Knicks win a championship, because that's like too easy. So before we get started, and I have a bunch of these tweets locked and loaded, I'm going to try to get through as many as possible from the people that responded. Rebecca Chasen, give me something you're thankful for as a Knicks fan. It could be literally anything.
You know what? I'm going to go specific to Knicks Twitter. Specifically, I'm very thankful for the ladies of Knicks Twitter because, love the guys, shout out guys, but I feel like in my non-Twitter life, so like in real life, I have
that exists?
Kind of. It's faint line. I have a lot of guy friends who love the Knicks, and like all my Knicks friends are guys. But through Twitter, I've met so many new girlfriends who love the Knicks. They're my great friends now. We talk all the time, and something I'm very grateful for. I never had a lot of female Knicks fans, and I love it.
I don't, and this is again one of the reasons I reached out to you a couple months ago, because I'm like, I just didn't think there was enough representation of female Knicks fans out there, and I kind of wanted to, get in while the getting's good. I feel like honestly, I feel like there's a lot more, but I don't know if it's just my perception. But I'll ask you that it has become a more active contingent on social media, the female Knicks populations lately. And I don't know if just that's because I'm noticing it more, but that's what my perception is.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, I guess I'm just trying to like think back, but I feel like I am more likely to like interact with a girl on Twitter or like follow them back or like answer their DM. You know what I mean? So there's definitely, especially with like the Knicks being a lot better, especially last season during the playoffs, I feel like there was kind of an influx of, not that it's a bad thing, of new fans, and so that means new girls as well. But I don't know. I feel like I've met some great girls within like in like the past 2 years, maybe. So I guess it's a little newer, but I don't know. Maybe they just weren't on Twitter yet.
As a longtime female Knicks fan, do you begrudge any girl who has been brought into Knicks fandom through their significant other? Is it like do they have to use like a side entrance to the clubhouse? Or is it the same one?
No, I think they can use the same entrance as long as they really care. And it's not just like, I'm here, I'm going to the game, whatever. I mean, in reality, it doesn't really matter. You can do whatever you want. But especially from like last season, or from the playoffs last season, everyone, obviously, for good reason, is getting so excited. The one thing that would bother me, not saying girls specifically, but it tended to be more that, was like people acting like they were like lifelong diehard fans, like posting every game. And I'm like, I've literally never seen this in my life. Love it. But like, what about next season when we have to start again? What's it going to be like? So I've been looking out for that.
Any press?
But that's never on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't know if it applies here, but like any press is good press, or any publicity is good publicity. I don't know if that applies the same way with this. This is a conversation for a different show that we actually should have as a more lengthy thing. But it is, I do wonder, because when the expectations go up, when there's more interest in the team, which I would argue that there's more interest in the team this year than at any year, probably in my lifetime, or maybe not in my lifetime, in 30 plus years. Like
in my lifetime.
In your lifetime. Thank you for reminding me. You're like a teenager younger than me. I do appreciate that. But I do feel like this year and last year in particular, like during the times where they like lose a game or God forbid have a losing streak, like there is more, I don't want to say anger. There's more people that are upset. And I wonder if there's a correlation between that, where it's like people have kind of come in later, more recently, and they have come in because they are expecting success, right? And now that if the team loses, it's like, well, what the hell is this? Why am I wasting my time? I don't know. I may be going a step too far there.
No, I get it though. Because it's also hard to tell, because like I feel like I kind of started on Knicks Twitter like maybe 3 years ago. I think we talked about this once, but like,
yeah, but you've been a fan for longer.
Yeah, but it's like, how do you prove that? I mean, like whatever, like, you know what I mean? No, but like, there's no way to know if someone was actually a fan before they like started like posting about it. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, I have this, where is it? It says youth large or something. This starter jacket. Oh, maybe it doesn't say youth large. Hold on.
Why do you have a youth? Is it from your youth?
Yeah, it's youth extra large. Fun fact, I was a bit of a larger child. I wore I wore Husky brand jeans, and my mom would take me to it was a special section in Macy's.
I'll look it up later.
Special section in Macy's, and I was like, Mom, am I fat? And she's like, no, you're just shaped differently. That's why
You're
we're in
just
this
husky.
section of the store. Anyway, so I wore a youth extra large. But this is my badge of honor.
I love it.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. I don't know how we got there. Let's get back on track. Our intern Theo is here. He is going to be assisting behind the scenes, putting up some of your tweets that you responded to my tweet with. I'm going to try to get through as many of these as possible. He's going to put them up in random order, so we don't know what we're about to be looking at. But I will just say, Theo, throw up the first tweet from Joseph Callan, who is thankful for Tyler Kolek giving it absolutely everything when he's on the court. That's his present thing. He's thankful to have been in the crowd outside of MSG after we beat the Celtics in Game 6. And this is, I saw this and I found this fascinating. I'd be thankful if Mike Brown, the coach, gets his name retired in the rafters next to Clyde. You pick which one of those you want to pick, because
you know what?
Yeah,
I read that and I thought it said Mike Breen at first, and I was like, I like that.
Do you think he met Mike Breen?
I don't know. I mean, that's just what I read first, and then once you read it, I was like, "That's not what it said."
I mean, it literally does say Mike Brown.
Yeah, no, you're right.
We're gonna co-opt or we're gonna corrupt your tweet, Joseph. Who would you rather see their name in the rafters, Mike Breen or Mike Brown?
Well, technically Mike Brown, because that probably means he won a couple championships with us. Mike Breen's going up there, hopefully, no matter what. But I think Mike deserves both Mikes, but I would like Mike Brown because that means we were really good and won.
If the Knicks do not someday put Mike Breen's, I'll make sure I got that right.
I know.
Name in the rafters.
That'd be messed up.
I mean, I don't know why I went on this little diatribe last night. Oh, I think someone who's actually like being a little critical of Breen, and I was like, no. He's
That's
the greatest announcer in the history of sports. And I believe that. I really do. But you said the correct answer, because the only way I don't think he would have to win multiple championships. I think if Brown won a championship with the Knicks,
that's fine. Listen, it would mean he won at least one, and that is good with me.
I'm okay. I'm not. You young whippersnapper, you do not get to have this sort of attitude. I'm 42. I don't know what the average age of males is in the country at this time. I'm pretty sure it's under 84. So I am more than halfway to death. If this doesn't fucking, I'm thankful that I'm still alive. No, if this doesn't happen soon, it may never happen.
So fair.
All right, Theo. Next up. All right. So I compacted these three into one. And they are about. Well, can you guess who they're? Can you tell who this is about?
Can I guess?
We can guess.
Yeah. I wonder. Kat, I did see a bunch of these. I was like, okay.
Okay. This is about Karl-Anthony Towns. So Champo says he'd be grateful when his all-star center plays some defense. James Stanzoni, who's my guy, longtime Knicks Film School fan and supporter, he'd be thankful if Kat was able to move the lower part of his body on defense. And then Lee does say something nice about Kat, that he wishes he got the same whistle as everybody else. But he would be thankful if on the defensive end, Kat exchanged his second left foot for a right foot. So he would have a matching set.
That's funny.
It is pretty funny. He's a funny guy. When we were first on this show together, you offered vociferous praise of Karl-Anthony Towns in support of him. Don't roll your eyes. Don't roll your eyes. Against the critics. I will just ask you, as again, positive Knicks fan, always try to look on the bright side. How has the Karl-Anthony Towns experience been for you this year?
He's been pissing me off.
I was hoping you were gonna give me something else other than that, but that's fine.
He's been pissing me off. Last night was great, and I'm like trying to forget about the fact that it was against like the Nets. He was great last night, and I think I tweeted last night, maybe he just needs a little spark, and he'll be back, and will be the all-star. and that we need and know. And
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, you're working through it.
I am.
So
I'm
no,
really hard.
this tells me something, because if you are a little bit down on Cat, it lets me know that this is. I mean, even the positive portion of the fan base is a little down on Cat. I don't know. I'm at the point now, and like obviously, I'm creating way too much content about this team, so I get lost in the forest and I stop seeing the trees. But it does feel like this season there has been a bit of a tidal wave of not negativity. That's incorrect, but like the focus is more on him.
Yeah.
Than every other player combined.
And I think like when we traded him on Randall, like the same pressure that was on Randall and kind of which was always on him got moved to Cat, which like makes sense. But it is very like if someone else has a bad game, it's like, all right, bad game. But Cat, we're so tough on him, for good reason. But I did notice that, so I'm trying to like be better about it.
I'm also trying to be better. I'm not succeeding.
I know.
But it's interesting to me because like every year, Theo, by the way, our intern, he actually covers the Timberwolves. He is a lifelong Timberwolves fan, and he writes about them. He he covers them in person sometimes. So he experienced the Karl-Anthony Towns era of the Wolves firsthand. I'm gonna have him on another show soon. We're gonna talk a lot about Cap, but like it's an experience with him, and I'm finding myself kind of trying to toe the line between like honoring the frustrations, because I think they're valid. Like he is a very frustrating player to watch, while at the same time trying to. And again, this is what I don't do a good enough job at, because I am frustrated, but like pull it back a little bit and trying to be like, look, it's, like last night's a good example. Just because it came against the Nets, who are not a real basketball team, like they need, but they're not. But and yet, my favorite words, they needed him to have that performance. I would argue to win that game comfortably. Maybe they would have won it anyway, but like that was a close game for a lot of it. So
when he went down, I was so scared. Then he got right back up. But it did not
and that
look
should
good.
tell you something.
Yeah,
he
matters.
Yes, he absolutely matters. Okay, more Cat talk to come, but that's enough for now.
Yeah.
All right, Theo, let's get the next one up here. This is from Lido. Thankful. From the day of my birth until today, the Knicks have a total record of 989 and 1,269. I love that Lido actually went and did that math. I've never attempted to do that math.
I feel like I need to do that now. I'll do it another time.
Hold on. We could probably figure out how old Lido. Well, no, hold on. 12,000. He's probably like.
Yeah, you were a math teacher.
I not only was I a math teacher, I was an algebra 2 teacher for 1 year. That didn't go well. It sounds like Lido's probably like 26, 27 years old. Anyway, 268 of those wins. It's impressive, right? Have come since Leon Rose has been in charge. This has been an interesting year with Leon in particular, because I think there has been a focus, because the team has experienced some injuries and like Gershon hasn't worked out so far. I think there's been a focus on the lack of draft influx of young talent. Where do you think people are at on Leon? Do you think it's still arrow pointed way up like Lido here, like he's very thankful, or do you think it's coming down a little bit?
I think for the most part, yes, but also, that draft stuff is always big, but this year I have definitely been seeing a little bit more on like not too much, but just that they were like, do something, Leon, or like, what'd you do? But also, this year the big change this year was the coach. So
yes,
it's not having like basically the same team, of course, with like a few new players.
I love that you just use news plural noun. That's fantastic work by you. That's one of those moments where 42-year-old me is like, is that what
is that a thing? No, I just said it.
That's not, okay.
I just couldn't think of a second word. New players, news. so the big thing was the coach. And so I think it's okay that we didn't do anything crazy in the offseason because, like, it basically is a new team with a new coach. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I still think he's been the best it has been in my whole life for the most part.
Oh,
so,
it's not even
so
yeah.
I
And
like
you could
him.
even
Good job, Leon.
Yeah, you could even go back to the GMs and executives from the Ewing era and put Leon ahead of them because no Nick executive and I think we have a Ewing tweet coming up here soon. No Nick executive or front office person froze that envelope for David Stern to grab and get the Knicks Patrick Ewing. Like that's not anything the Knicks did.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, they lucked into Patrick Ewing. And
also,
yeah.
Sorry, there have been so many. Like a few years ago, people were like, "He's not doing anything. He's not doing anything," and then like stuff happened, and they're like, "Oh, this is what he was like waiting for," or like. So it's like we never know. You never know what's happening.
I'm on a roll now. And even more than that, if you want to make the comp of like, well, yeah, those GMs like in the 90s or whatever didn't do anything to get Ewing and, what did they really ever put around him? You could say the same thing about, well, Jalen Brunson is only here because Leon Rose is his godfather. How many times did the Knicks make decisions or hires or trades in an attempt to get someone in the building just to try to convince some other person to follow them into the building, whether it was hiring freaking Royal Ivy as an assistant coach so KD would come, or hiring David Fizdale as coach so LeBron James would come, or I'm sure I'm forgetting some other ones. How did that shit work out? So like, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit different because they're literally family, but I'm still very
however you got to do
it. Listen, I'm still very pro Leon. I think
very
the moral of the story. Okay, great stuff, Lito. Next one. This is from William Ken. I'm gonna give you a chance to read one of these. Why am I reading everything?
Oh, okay. Current. I'm thankful for after so many tough years, we have a relevant and good team. Past 99 Knicks team. It was magical. Houston game winner in Miami, LJ 4-point play. I'm now realizing I took my glasses off. Also a little more recent. Yeah, but the ring light kept like reflecting, so I took them off. Also a little more recent was at Game 6 Philly when we eliminated them.
And then something he would be thankful for.
Oh, okay. I was like, if we drafted a prospect that became a star.
The 99 Knicks team is the thing. Were you born?
I was born November 99.
So that's a no. Yeah.
No.
That's a no. That is well, you missed out. Yeah. That's the team. That's the Knicks thing in my life that I was most thankful for.
I was there though, in the belly.
You were.
My dad told me.
That's great. Good. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, that up until Jalen Brunson, that was the thing I think in my past that I was most thankful for. I'll never forget the 4-point play. I am curious in your time as a Knicks fan, what prospect has there been a prospect that you were convinced was going to become a star?
RJ.
Really? You were on the edge? I don't know that I would have guessed that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally thought he was going to be a star, amazing, and now he's in Toronto.
And now he is in Toronto.
That was really kind of,
yeah. Yeah, and now he's going to be coming to town very soon.
I know, on my birthday. I'll be there. If anyone's there, say hi.
I saw that. I saw that tweet that you sent out earlier. So you will be 28 years old?
26. I'll be 26.
I don't know why I thought you told me you were 27.
That's crazy because everyone, when I said I was turning 26, people were like, I thought you were 21. I thought you were 22.
Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, now I'm just digging my grave. No, in my mind, I thought you said you're 26. Nope. But that's
26. I'll be 26, and hopefully we'll get a win. It's always stressful when there's a game on your birthday.
So my, what was it? 2 years ago? 2 years ago? What game 5 against Miami? 3 years. Like I'm really losing it.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Not last year, not the year before that, the playoffs before that, the 2023 playoffs. Game 5 was on my 40th birthday, and we had dinner reservations for Game 6 at like a really fancy schmancy omakase restaurant in the city. And I went into Game 5 being like, I am 1,000% comfortable with whatever happens tonight. If they win, they won the game, and I'm happy about that, and they'll live to see another day. If they lose, season's over, and I get to go enjoy a crazy birthday dinner and get absolutely wasted that night. They won. We still enjoyed the birthday dinner, but it was like a more compressed night than it otherwise would have been. And sure enough, they lost after the dinner. So that was like, I don't know.
Playoff birthday. That's real stressful.
But it's May 10th, you know? And I'm trying, I think they usually have lost on my birthday when they have a playoff game around them. Anyway, hopefully the same won't happen for you. All right, Theo, next up. Dean Julia. We'll go back and forth here. I'm thankful for Leon Rose. I can't see because my camera is in the way. Title or not, a sustained playoff winner should not be overlooked around here. If you're old enough, you know the depths to this. Watching entire seasons of winning less than 20 games. The front office with a vision and stability is half the battle. Going back to the Rose point, not to belabor it, but like this is kind of where I come from, especially considering what he started with. Like, no disrespect to RJ. I love that you thought RJ was going to be a star, but like
I think a lot of people did, but whatever.
Oh, absolutely. What 1,000%. A lot of people did. Yeah, no. That was not just you. I do not think he inherited anything that anyone thought was going to resemble a championship roster.
Yeah.
So
fair.
I think he's done pretty well. All right. Next up. This is your turn.
Ugh. All right.
You can do it.
From Jay.
You got this.
Jay. Current, being able to watch a Knicks team with championship aspirations. Past, Linsanity. That's a good one. Something I would be thankful for, witnessing Brunson drop 80 points in a game. Happy early Thanksgiving. That would be cool.
When he dropped 61 against the Spurs 2 years ago, there was a moment that night where I thought 70 was in play. And
I think I think could happen, you know. I
do not think it can happen. I don't think
maybe. Well, the thing about that is then it's like, well, what's everyone else doing? That's what I don't like about those. But
exactly. What is everybody else doing? And if Jalen Brunson scores 80 and something, I mean, I remember that night, and it was like in the midst of
we lost that game, right?
We did lose that game.
Yeah.
And it was a painful. That was one of those ones where as it was happening, I was like, I want this for Jalen.
Yeah.
And they but the thing I'll never forget about that night is how, and I don't think I had ever seen this happen on a court, at least not in a Knick game before, where the other four Knicks would literally just go to the other side of the court.
Oh
because the Spurs were just playing them straight up.
Yes, yeah.
And so it was like, all right, it's just.
I forgot about that. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let him cook. You know what? I'll say, and this, I don't want this to come off the wrong way, but I'm happy that those days are behind us. I like having a more complete team. For as much fun it was to watch Brunson be Superman.
Yeah, of course. But you know, like everyone's got to be part of it.
Everyone does have to be part of it. Exactly.
All right, you're reading this. I can't see it.
Speaking of Jalen Brunson, this is just a plethora of Jalen Brunson love. Matt H says he is happy for our captain and savior, Jalen Brunson. He also mentions Melo 62 at the Garden, and then no more injuries. Brady Schaefer is thankful for Jalen Brunson, the Jalen Brunson's free agent signing, and he would be thankful for a Jalen Brunson ring. And then Brian, my guy Brian, is thankful for Brunson, was thankful for Brunson, and would be thankful.
I saw that.
Don't hold your breath on this one, Brian, for me going on the Roommate Show.
Wait, we're making it happen.
That's not
the Roommate Show follows me. I'm going to DM them.
Do they follow me?
Probably.
I don't. Hold on. What's their Twitter handle? Roommate Show. Oh, you follow each other. Okay. Hey, listen, roommates.
The DMs are coming.
My DMs are open. You could also get in touch with my people being me, because I have no people. And yeah, happy to come on and talk about brining turkeys. What else am I good to talk about? Being old. Anything else? I'm not really good for much. Yeah. I'm just looking at a clip. They have like a happy face rug in their studio. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. Jalen Brunson. I said before, he is the thing, person, place, entity, whatever, that I am now 30 plus years being a Knicks fan, I'm most thankful for, which is pretty crazy. But that's where are you in the same boat?
Yes, 100%. I remember his like first few games as a Knick, even like sometimes now watching him and being like, holy shit, I can't believe he's on this team. I can't believe we have a guy like this. And I still feel like that to this day. So yeah, very thankful for him.
I'm glad you said that, because I mean we've said different versions of this before. We've said different versions before, but like, you know, for a lot of years, you know, you watch this team and like it was painful because you'd be going up against another team and the other team did have a guy like that, and the Knicks did not have a guy like that, and it was just like, what's the point? You know, even if they are close at the end of the game, like, you know how it's gonna go in the end. And not to say that like Jalen wins every game, although he was the freaking clutch player of the year. But yeah, it was it's been pretty cool, and I think I co-sign all of these people saying that they're most thankful for Jalen Brunson. So there you go. All right, this is your turn. I did the last one. Not that much dialogue here. Oh wait, actually, do you want me to read this one? It's from my guy Ray. Yeah, you read it. It makes me feel like I'm like in class and like reading in front of the class. I don't like it. Did you not like to read in front of the class? No, I was the one who like timed when I was going and like practiced before I had to read it. 100%. Just to read anything in front of the class? Anything. I would not have expected that. No, oh my God, I have like stage fright. You know you're live on the internet. I've told you this. People are watching this broadcast right now. Remember the first one we did live, and afterwards you like said how many people were on it, and I was like, what? Oh, you can't. I don't want to think about that. No, I can't see, and I don't want to know. No, it's fine. There's 7 people watching right now. Ray Marcano, my good friend. I'm thankful for every moment in Knicks history from 1970 to 1973 to 1994, and even the Fizdale years. I like where Ray's going with this. Sports is better than no sports. I didn't suffer through the wretchedness of 2018 through 2018-19. I saw it as a metaphor. It ain't what got you through, but how you come out of it. After a season of doing Maalox chasers and my Atlanta shots to soothe the heartburn after all 65 losses, I'm especially grateful to not have to do that now. That was beautiful. Well, I mean, Ray, I could go through the laundry list of awards that Ray has won for his writing, but I won't embarrass him. It's not his first rodeo. I think this is the sort of tweet that we could all probably stand to read or glance at after you know, a game like the Orlando game. Yes. After, you know, any other losses from this year. I don't know. It is funny because like there are days where obviously the fact that we're competing for a championship is awesome. There are days where I miss the We Here season and the vibes of because the We Here season was just all found money. You know, that's all it was. It was found money. I mean, they went 41 and 31, right? Yeah, so 72 games. Yeah, and like first like taste, it was just so exciting. Like there were no huge expectations that we have now. And like, yeah, they lost 31 games that season. I'm like look, my memory is shit. I'm trying to think back to like out of those 31 losses, how many of those losses was I like really upset after? Like when they lost the game, it was like, all right, well, they probably weren't supposed to win that anyway, and you know, but. That's the thing about sports. What makes sports interesting is like when you graduate past that stage and you actually can win everything, it does take a little bit of the enjoyment out.
Oh yeah.
For as much as Ray is wise with these words, it's like, your emotions are what your emotions are.
Oh, 100%. I like this. Bad sports is better than no sports. That's true. He wrote that.
Yeah, no, it is very true. It makes me think back to the pandemic, which I don't want to think about. Okay, this is my guy, Nick Scotland, who I've had the pleasure of meeting in person and gave me a very nice bottle of brown liquor that I'm appreciative of. All right, this you're reading because it's short.
Yeah, the tiny one. Okay. Most from Nick Scotland. Great. I meant the tiny print. No, it's fine.
No,
All right, I'm reading. Most thankful for the greatest moment of my Knicks fandom when Kendra took me on the court at halftime against the Pacers, February 2024, and also got Julius to autograph my jersey. I remember that. I remember when he got to do that. That was really exciting. I think I was like tagging Kendra and was like, "See, look at this, so that she would see."
Wait a minute. What? You were involved with this?
No, I wasn't involved, but I remember when he was like tweeting about going to the game and and I feel like he was like trying to get in touch with Kendra and everyone was like tagging Kendra and whatever. Actually, man,
this was like a thing.
Yeah, this was a very exciting thing. I was so happy for him. He's awesome.
See, this is when you shun social media for as long as I did. This is the stuff you miss out on.
I met him for the first time this year at actually opening night and the second game. He was at both of them. And he's very easy to spot in the Garden with the kilt. It's awesome. Yeah. And then I saw him outside the Garden after the second one with Tyler Murray. That's when I told you about that thing. And he was like, oh, they posted and the kill and whatever. That was awesome. That was cool.
Yeah, it is. Julius has had couple rough endings to games the last two nights. That was any Knicks fans out there who feel like they're having a rough season, go look at how the last two Timberwolves games have ended, and you'll feel a lot better about your life choices. Those games notwithstanding, I think Randall has found happiness.
Oh, 100%. He looks like he's doing better, playing better, other than whatever. But
no, he's really an all-star.
So I'm very happy for him. I'm very happy for him.
Yeah, I'm happy for him too. I don't know. It's a weird. It's funny thinking about the guys coming into the Garden with Toronto on Friday or Sunday. I find myself having sometimes an interesting, not or very childish relationship with ex-Knicks. Sometimes, like there are times where I brought this up before. I can't believe I'm going to do this now. Do you ever watch any episodes of Sex and the City?
Of course.
So do you know what?
You did?
I've seen every episode probably.
Amazing.
When I forget after which time Miranda broke up with Steve, it was they were like very broken up, and she saw him and she ran the other way, and Carrie was like, why did you do that? Like, why can't you just be friends? And Miranda was like, no, it's like, I'm very much like, I need you to not exist now. And that's oftentimes how I am with ex-players.
No, but yeah, that's fair.
Much like Miranda eventually welcomed Steve back into her life and eventually got married and had a child with him before she.
Yes.
We don't have to go there. So like it takes me a while. And I think that's where I'm at now with Julius, where initially I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know that I've progressed past that point yet with RJ. I think I'm still very much in the I need you not to exist.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what that says about me.
What about Quickly?
Quickly. Not gonna lie, the fact that he has struggled a little bit in Toronto. I'm like, you know what? He could come in and have a good game, and I won't mind that much because we don't have to go down the Quickly. But like, no, because I towards the end of Quickly's tenure here, not that I got into it with like Quickly stands, but there was a very vociferous vocal contingent of the Knicks fan base. No,
that's fair.
That was like, it is malpractice how this player is being shackled, and now he's gotten all like the opportunity, and it's like he's been fine. So I don't know. RJ's having a great year. Speaking of guys who should be an all-star consideration. Okay. Next up, This is my turn. Adrian Chatham, thanks, guys. Current thing he's thankful for is a relevant team. We've talked about that a little bit past. That this community comes together in the worst of times to be stronger than ever. And things that something he would be thankful for, to see a team be spoken about positively in the national media with true enthusiasm and not, yeah, I guess the Knicks are good energy. Are we still there? I don't pay enough attention.
There was like I don't pay that much attention about to them unless it comes up on my feed.
You pay more attention than me.
Yeah, okay. And but I'm trying to think. I can't even remember. But who it was like Chuck or Shaq or someone that they were like.
Oh,
yeah,
but they're morons. No,
100%. But when have they ever been like, yeah, Knicks? You know what I mean? That's just what I'm thinking of. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I'm at the point now where the people that needle the Knicks, I know they're needling the Knicks because they know it will get the reaction that it will get.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So
no, that makes sense.
Why should I take offense to, like, if of course I'm going to go for this example, but if Zach Lowe, who I know you listen to every Zach Lowe pod, if Zach Lowe came on his pod, tomorrow and we're like, yeah, I'm not buying this Knicks thing. It's I would be, not that I'd be like upset about, but I'd be like, well, why is he saying that? That's weird. If Shaq says like, yeah, the Knicks are trash, it's like, I don't know. I have a tough time getting worked up about it, but
yeah, no, him. Well, for Shaq, it would be like him saying they're bad, like, all right, whatever. But him saying they're good, I'm like, what you would never say. You know what I mean? Like, he's always saying they're bad, whatever. But like switching up and saying they're good, I'm like,
But even that. So this is a Benji thing. After Kendrick Perkins got on like the Brunson MVP train, not last year, I guess the year before.
No,
that.
Not last year. Last year he was like, he sucks. So
or he was just like more indifferent. But like when he was all about, like Benji was like, this guy will say 9 asinine things, and then the 10th thing turns out to be right, and he'll just ride it all the way, and he was actually more annoyed with that, and that was a positive thing. So I guess,
no, that's fair though.
You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Okay, next up, thank you, Adrian, for that one. We did this one because I put it up twice because I can't sort my computer out. Thanks, Theo. Last action. Oh wait, no, I'm reading yours. This is you.
I thought you were gonna read it. Okay.
No, not.
Currently, having a team that has a legit shot at a title, which we've been seeing that one a lot. Yeah. Knicks past the career of Patrick Ewing and the finals run in 94 and 99. And then something he would be thankful for is a Nick Brunson winning league MVP. Me too. Wait, so that the finals run 99, those are the games I was at in the tummy.
In the tummy. Did your dad?
Well, my dad wears the shirt. Is that the I Still Believe shirt?
Hold on. Where's it?
He's always like, yeah, she was there with me.
Like I'm just like stopping the show to get the towel. Here, it's
99, or was it?
I think so, right? Let's see.
Yeah, 99. All right, I was right. Yep, I was there.
99 NBA playoffs. Yeah, I actually forget which game. I'm trying to remember which game I got. No, I think I must have gotten this. I think I went to one game from the Hawks series. But I don't think this is where this was from. So I went to game 4 and game 5 of the finals that year. And if it says I still believe, it's probably when we were down 3-1 in the finals. Which unfortunately was the last game of the season. Did your dad go to any finals games in 94?
Yeah. All of them. Any era.
He went to all the finals games in 94?
The thing about us, so he got his tickets in 91. So any playoffs, he does not miss a playoffs game. Regular season, we probably go to like half, but I don't know what he was doing back then before my time. But he goes to all. He doesn't miss a playoff game.
I might need to have. Can your dad be third chair on a pod one time?
For sure. Oh my God, I'm sure he would love that.
Because I'd like to ask him, because you often hear people talking about the OJ game from the perspective of like my perspective. I was at a party with my parents, and
Uh-huh.
the game was on there was like a little television up above the bar, because it was at a restaurant, and then
It
we,
switched.
it's like, who changed the channel, and then it took us a
Yeah.
little while to
I'm
realize
pretty
that
sure
nobody.
he told me like, well, at that time it was like Page or something, whatever, but I'm pretty sure the Garden Vision feed was like the TV, so it switched also, something like that, or maybe like the TV's in the hallway, something. I don't know. We'll have to have him on and ask, but he does talk about it. So
Yeah, I'd be very curious to hear from someone who was in the garden. That
yeah, I remember he was wearing, it was like on the day that the OJ chase happened. It was like the anniversary of it. We went to watch party at Cat's Deli, and he was wearing pretty sure it was the All About Soul. Or
All About Soul. All About Soul. Oh, you're either muted or your mic got disconnected or something. Oh, we'll figure it out. All
Can
right.
you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. Okay. What?
No,
Wait.
I can't hear you now.
Oh no, that's not good. Oh goodness. Yeah, no, you'll figure it out. Theo, put up the next one, and I'll filibuster while Rebecca's figuring out her mic situation. All right, this is from my guy Rich Conforti. You're good now,
Yeah.
and you can hear me.
Yep.
This is great. Hold on. What was it? All About Soul?
Yeah, or All About Soul. All About Soul. Now I'm like mixing it with the TV show, but he has the shirt. I'll find a picture. I'll send it to you.
You need to send this to me because I'm
Wore it, which was the shirt that they gave when it happened on the anniversary. I don't know. We'll talk about it another time.
we're gonna have a conversation about this. Rich Conforti, the growth. He's thankful for the growth from hopeless to culture building to competitive to title contender. It has been quite the journey. They've come a long way. He was thankful for 90s Knicks Bulls, 90s and Knicks Pacers and Knicks Heat, or being at the home game in the 2021 playoffs, the first sporting event live post COVID. And then number 3, I wonder where most Knicks. You're nodding. Oakley. He would be thankful for Oakley back on Legends Row. What? You're nodding at this one.
Yeah. My dad is a big supporter of this. He once said, he hasn't been wearing the jersey a lot, but he said, I'm going to continue wearing the Oakley jersey until he's back at the Garden, and Dawn apologizes to him because they're letting him back, but he's like, I'm not going to go back until you apologize, which is fair. So yeah, I'm a supporter of this.
I got sent this book several years ago, The Last Enforcer by Charles Oakley with Frank Isola. And it was from, I don't know if I should tell this story on the air, but whatever. Fuck it.
Find out.
It was, if someone emails me like, that's not proper. And it was the publicist that sent it to me. And they're like, or maybe they were like, do you want a copy of the book? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take a copy of the book. And then they were like, would you want to have Charles on the show to help promote it? And I remember it was early on in the history of the show, and Knicks Film School wasn't what it is now. And I remember going back and forth with myself because I was like, and it was when I think the vitriol towards Oakley from some segments of the fan base was very, very high.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it would definitely get eyes and ear and like downloads and clicks and all that kind of stuff. And then I just I didn't feel right about it. So I declined the interview. And in retrospect, not for the clicks reason, but I would actually like to have an honest conversation. Like, I don't know how honest he would be, but I'd be, there are questions that I do want to ask him, and it would be, but I don't know how would it be uncomfortable to ask him stuff where he's clearly doesn't want to maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know. Maybe you think if I could get him on, do you think I should get him on?
Of course. I feel like at this point, everyone wants him back. It's not really
I don't think so. I absolutely think there's still people that.
Okay, interesting.
That don't.
I'm going to do my research.
Do you? Let's take a poll. Next Nick game you're at, you should go with an actual physical, like a clipboard with yes and yes or no and yes and yes. Absolutely. That is what needs to happen. This is a good use of your time. Okay, we're speaking of time, we're running out of time. I apologize. We're probably not going to get to every tweet, but we'll do as many as we can before Rebecca has to go. Anytime Knicks, something from Knicks past, I'm grateful for would have to be the Jalen Brunson return game from injury in April of 2023 versus the Denver Nuggets at the Garden. It was my first time in the Garden, and it was one of the best nights of my life. Plus, we got the win. April of 2023.
Right,
So that's no, hold on. Because like the Nuggets game at the Garden that I always remember is I remember Mitch had like they were up big, and then the Nuggets went on this crazy run and they were up by like 15, and then the Knicks came back and won. I think that was like one of the best wins of the year. I'm not sure if that's the game he's talking about, and this is where I need Andrew Claudio because his memory is so much better than mine.
Yeah, I feel like my memory's not that good too. Shit, I'm only 26, and I can't remember anything.
Well, hold on. You're not 26 yet.
Almost.
Trust me. Do not put years on yourself.
Don't rush it.
That you don't have, because you're going to regret it later. Like I'm not 43. I'm not 44. I am 42. So just in case anybody was wondering. Hold on.
I don't know.
Schedule and results. Here we go. Scintillating podcasting. I know. April of 2023, he's saying, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at April of 2023. Okay, so now I don't feel as crazy because I think he maybe got March 18th, 2023.
Wait. Okay, that's what I'm looking at too.
Yeah, that's the one. Okay. And now, okay. I think this is the game. Yeah, this has to be the game that I'm thinking of because the Knicks went up big early. Then Denver came back, scored 39 points in the second quarter. And then the Knicks had a big ending to the game. I remember, Mitchell Robinson defensively in this game was like freaking awesome. And it was probably, I think, their most like quality win of the year, so to speak. Mm-hmm. That's a great game. I did not realize that. I didn't remember, I should say, that was Brunson's like first game back after he was out. I forgot he was out. It's good stuff though. Oh, that was like that team. All right. Thanks. Anytime, Knicks. All right. Next up, you could read this one, I think.
Jalen, Carmelo, and Giannis. Jalen for current, Melo for past, and Giannis for future. Interesting.
How you feeling about? We talked a little bit about Giannis.
Yeah. Before. You know how I feel about trades, though? Like, I'm really bad at the trade talks. I just get really attached. But I wouldn't.
Yeah, but you also said what you said about Karl earlier today.
Which I don't usually say that often. I mean, like, yeah, Giannis be good. I'd like to see, how things go with our team. But
I'm not gonna lie. I am keeping more than a cursory eye on the fact that the Bucks I don't think they have gotten a win since Giannis has gone down with the injury. I will double check that right now, but I don't think they have. So I don't know. I'm just like, I'm monitoring it because what did we hear this summer? We heard, that he was going to take the season and like kind of assess where things are. Yeah. They've lost 5 straight. And they're currently outside. They might be outside the play. Are they outside the play in? They're 11th. They're outside the play in. Yeah, this is interesting. This is gonna be an interesting year in the. Sorry, not to sidetrack us completely, but this is an interesting year in the East because it is very already clear that there are 11 teams competing for 10 spots, unless you think the Boston Celtics are going to pivot into tank mode, and I frankly think they might be too good for that. So I don't. I mean, it doesn't seem like the Raptors are going anywhere. It doesn't seem like the Heat are going anywhere. Pistons certainly aren't going anywhere. I don't think any. I mean, the Bulls are going to continue to hang around 500. So this is going to be interesting.
It is. It is.
But we could hold off on any Giannis stuff for a little while. Okay, last few, and then we're gonna get you out of here. Last action. Oh no, we did this one already, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Knicks talk. Is this no, it's my turn. Thankful for Jalen Brunson as well as Leon Rose and a competent front office. No, it's all good, Theo. He was thankful for the struggle. Let me read the rest of this. Creates magic and an intense excitement that other franchises may not feel when things are good. If the big one ever hits, it will have been worth it. And then he would be thankful for a number 1 seed or an MVP. Another MVP mention. It's funny, like if I never see a Knick win MVP in my life, I don't really care.
Yeah. It is interesting. Such a popularity contest. Plus, like, obviously there's going to be one person that's more valuable than the rest. But, like, again, with the whole, like, 80-point thing, like, I don't want that. I want everyone to be equally valuable.
Everyone, yeah.
Obviously not equal, but, like, I mean, who knows? Maybe. I don't know how I really don't get how they, like, choose it. I mean, I kind of do, but I also am like,
I mean, look, there are still voters, I think, that vote that will get swept up in narrative.
Yeah, that's kind of
the
part I don't get. But
the reason why I would like never hold my breath for Brunson to win MVP is like we're in this age of these statistical. I mean,
that's true.
One real statistical monster, but SGA is like would be viewed in a very special light if it wasn't for this other guy who was doing what he is doing in Denver. Let's end with this one. The feeling of like the struggle, and thanks Knicks Talk, and thank you Theo for putting up all of these tweets. That was perfect. The struggle. I'm almost wondering, as I go through this season, as I see people's reactions to this season, how many people are out there like Knicks Talk who had that last comment where they are going to feel appreciate, and it kind of gets back to what we were saying before about like the Johnny come latelys and whatnot. I almost feel like people are already out of that stage of like, oh, it's so cool that we're here now. I'm like, and look, there was a lot of tweets like this. I'm like, I'm thankful to be part of like a fan of a competent team. I think those are the minority. I really do. And I don't know if you feel differently, but that's kind of where I'm at.
Wait, sorry. You think that the minority is just people who are like thankful to be here?
Yeah, just like I don't want to say thankful to be here. I don't think any fan is just thankful to be here, but like kind of really able to
appreciate.
Yeah, have an active appreciation, where it's like, again, to go back to the Magic game, like that was a crappy night. It was an annoying night. Like you saw them like not trying a few possessions on defense in the fourth quarter. But like in comparison to where this team was and this organization was not long ago, like the proper, if I could decide such a thing, and I didn't have this response, notably, but the proper response to that Magic game was probably like, all right, it was an off night. Like, Jesus, look at where we were.
Yeah, so I think that's something that we all just have to like remind. It's more, people aren't constantly like, we lose a game like that and we're like, but thankful for where we are. It's just like in the spirit of Thanksgiving, and that's what Thanksgiving is for. How to remind yourself of the stuff to be thankful for. And I like that we ended on this one. The struggle, we forget about it sometimes because we've come so far. Yeah. We've been here for a little now, but it's important. We definitely are a much better team than we used to be. So just gotta be happy with it. Obviously, feelings are feelings, and they love to play with our emotions. But
feelings are feelings. But I guess what my saving grace is. It's like whatever, there are obviously moves that people are probably critical of now, or at least questioning now with like how the team is going about stuff. But like, even the stuff that you're critical of, like, let's say you're critical of the Cat trade. Let's say he's played great this year, but let's say you're critical of the Mikal Bridges trade. Let's say, I'm trying to think of what else you could even be critical of. But like, those moves were very justifiable in the moment. And even now, like, I think if you ask the average like NBA person who covers like the league, and you're like, hey, do you think the Knicks really fucked up big time with any of those trades? There might be some people who would like be like, yeah, I probably wouldn't have done that. But everything was at least defensible and remains 100%. Somewhat defensible now. So it's like, if your organization, unless they were in like a position where it's like, oh my, like they had everything in front of them and it was good. It was like this perfect path laid out and they like completely screwed up and got off that path. That's the only thing that would, I think, put me into a different camp where I'd be like, not living in constant regret or wondering, but where I would be in like a different mental place than I am now. I'm pretty appreciative, I got to say, I think.
Me too.
Well, there you go.
Me too.
And that's why I love having you on this show.
And I'm thankful for being part of Knicks Film School now.
You are. We have to get you in the faculty chat. We have a faculty chat on Twitter that
What?
Yeah. It's a faculty chat.
Where am I?
You're not. It's my. Listen. I got a couple angry messages after our first show. Like, were you gonna introduce Rebecca to the crew? So this is all me. It's my fuck up as usual. This was great. This is exactly what I wanted this to be.
This is perfect.
And I really want to just thank everybody who contributed tweets to this. If you had a tweet that was not appearing on the show, it is purely because I did not have my shit together in enough time to get everything together.
It was all him.
It was all me. And so I'll try to do better next time, as I always try to do. But on behalf of Rebecca, I am Jonathan Macri. Thank you for watching another episode of the Knicks Film School Twitter show. We will be back with more fun and games before you know it. Peace out.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777. Massachusetts, call 800-327-5050. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY. Maryland, visit mdgamblinghelp.org. Not available in all states. Terms apply. See the Fanatics Sportsbook app.